Chosen ones, you've passed the hardest test, and God Himself has declared His trust in you. This moment isn't just another day. It's a divine milestone, a turning point where the Creator of the universe has looked upon your journey, your struggles, your unwavering faith, and said, "You are ready." You've walked through fire, faced storms that would break most, and stood firm when the world tried to pull you apart. Now, the gates of divine favor are swinging wide open, and what's coming is beyond anything you've ever dreamed. Your life has been a proving ground. Every trial, every tear, every moment you felt alone wasn't random. Those were the tests that shaped you, the crucible where your soul was forged into something unbreakable. Think about the times you wanted to give up, when the weight of the world pressed down, but something inside you refused to quit. That was God's hand holding you steady, whispering, "Keep going, my child. You're almost there." And now you've crossed the finish line. You've shown you can carry the mantle of a chosen one. This isn't about fleeting rewards or temporary wins. God's trust in you unlocks a permanent shift. Picture a door, sealed for years, now creaking open to reveal a path glowing with promise. You're not just stepping into blessings, you're stepping into a divine partnership. God trusts you to carry His light, to wield His purpose, to become a living testament to His power. Your life is about to reflect that trust in ways that will leave others speechless. Pause for a second and let this sink in. You're not the same person you were yesterday. The old doubts, the old fears, the old limits, they're gone. You've been refined, tested, and proven. Like gold purified in fire, you've emerged stronger, brighter, more radiant. People will notice. They'll see a spark in your eyes, a strength in your step, a peace that defies explanation. This is what happens when God says, "I trust you." Now, do something to anchor this moment. Hit that like button to declare you're ready for what's next. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this path together. And in the comments, type 777 to seal this truth in your spirit. These actions aren't just clicks, they're signals to the universe that you're claiming your divine inheritance. Let's talk about what it means to pass God's test. It wasn't about perfection. It wasn't about never stumbling. It was about your heart. You kept choosing faith over fear, love over hate, truth over lies. When the enemy threw distractions your way, you saw through them. When life tried to dim your light, you kept it burning. That's why God trusts you now. You've proven you can handle the weight of His calling. Imagine a soldier training for battle. The drills are grueling, the nights are long, the challenges seem endless. But when the commander says, "You're ready," everything changes. That's you right now. God, the ultimate commander, has seen your resilience. He's watched you stand tall when others would have fallen. He's seen you pray through pain, love through loss, and trust through uncertainty. That's why He's handing you the keys to a new season. This new season isn't just about you. It's about the ripple effect of your life. Your victory is a beacon for others. People who are struggling, who feel lost, who think they can't go on. They'll look at you and see proof that God never fails. Your story will inspire them to keep fighting, to keep believing. You're not just a chosen one. You're a lighthouse, guiding others to shore. Think of Noah, who built an ark when the world laughed. He passed his test by trusting God's voice over the noise of doubt. Or Esther, who risked everything to save her people, trusting God's plan despite the danger. You're walking in their footsteps. Your faith has carried you through your own flood, your own palace of risk. Now, God trusts you to carry His mission forward. Your past struggles weren't punishments, they were preparations. Every time you chose forgiveness over bitterness, you were training. Every time you stood up after a fall, you were growing. God was watching, taking note, knowing you were being shaped for something extraordinary. Now, He's ready to pour out blessings that match the strength you've shown. What does God's trust look like? It's not just spiritual, it's tangible. Expect doors to open, jobs, relationships, opportunities that align with your purpose. Expect clarity where there was confusion. Expect provision where there was lack. God trusts you to steward these gifts wisely, to use them for His glory, to multiply what He places in your hands. Picture a farmer who's tilled the soil, planted the seeds, and weathered the storms. When the harvest comes, it's not just a reward, it's proof of his faithfulness. You're that farmer. The seeds of your faith, your perseverance, your trust in God have taken root. Now, the harvest is here, and it's abundant beyond measure. Some of you are thinking, but I still feel unworthy. Let that go. God's trust in you isn't based on your perfection, it's based on His grace. You passed the test not because you never wavered, but because you kept returning to Him. You kept choosing His path, even when it was hard. That's what makes you worthy in His eyes. Others might say, I don't see the blessings yet. Trust His timing. The test is over, but the unveiling takes time. A seed doesn't sprout overnight, but it's already alive beneath the soil. Your blessings are already in motion, moving toward you with divine precision. Stay expectant, stay faithful, and watch what God does next. This moment is sacred. You're standing on holy ground, where God's trust meets your destiny. So, claim it. Hit that like button again to affirm your readiness. Drop 777 in the comments to declare your faith. Subscribe to stand shoulder to shoulder with other chosen ones. These actions are your way of saying, I'm ready, God. I trust you too. Let's talk about the test itself. It wasn't one moment, it was a series of choices. Every time you faced betrayal and chose to forgive, that was a test. Every time you faced lack and still gave generously, that was a test. Every time you felt abandoned but still prayed, that was a test. You didn't just pass, you excelled. God saw every moment, and He's proud of you. Now, imagine a vault, locked tight, filled with treasures meant just for you. God's trust is the key that unlocks it. Inside are not just material blessings, but peace that surpasses understanding, joy that overflows, purpose that ignites your soul. This vault isn't a fantasy, it's your inheritance as a chosen one. But with trust comes responsibility. God trusts you to use these blessings for good, to lift others up, to shine His light in dark places. You're not just receiving, you're becoming a conduit of His love, His power, His grace. Every step you take now carries the weight of His trust. Think of David, a shepherd boy who faced a giant when no one else would. His test wasn't just Goliath, it was every moment he chose to trust God over fear. When he slung that stone, it wasn't just skill, it was faith. God trusted him with a kingdom because He proved He could handle the small things first. You've done the same. Your life is about to become a testimony. People will see your transformation and wonder, how did they do it? They'll see your peace in chaos, your abundance in scarcity, your strength in weakness. And you'll point them to God, because this isn't about you, it's about His power working through you. Some of you have been waiting for a sign. This is it. God's trust in you is the sign you've been praying for. It's the confirmation that your season of struggle is over and your season of favor is here. You're not waiting for a breakthrough anymore. You're living in it. Don't let doubt creep in. The enemy will try to whisper, "You're not enough." But God's voice is louder. "You are mine, and I trust you." Hold on to that truth. Let it anchor you when the world tries to shake you. You've passed the test, and nothing can take that away. Picture a river flowing endlessly, carrying everything you need. That's God's provision for you now. It's not a trickle, it's a flood. It's not temporary, it's eternal. As a chosen one, you're stepping into a current of blessings that will carry you further than you ever imagined. Your journey isn't over, it's just beginning. God's trust in you opens new chapters, new adventures, new victories. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving. You're not just hoping, you're expecting. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer, backed by the Creator Himself. Every test you faced was a stepping stone to this moment. Every tear watered the ground for this harvest. Every prayer was a seed that's now blooming. God has seen it all, and He's saying, "Well done, my faithful one. Now, let's build something extraordinary together." Some of you are feeling a shift already, a spark in your spirit, a lightness in your heart. That's God's presence confirming His trust in you. Lean into it. Let it guide you. This is your time to rise, to shine, to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Others might be thinking, "What if I fail now?" You won't. God doesn't trust lightly. He's seen your heart, your resilience, your faith. He knows you're ready to carry what He's giving you. Trust yourself as much as He trusts you, and watch what happens. This is a moment to celebrate. You've passed the hardest test, not by your strength, but by His grace. You've shown the world and the enemy that a chosen one doesn't break. You bend, you grow, you rise. And now, God's trust is your foundation for everything to come. Let's anchor this truth one more time. Hit that like button to claim your victory. Drop 777 in the comments to declare your readiness. Subscribe to join the thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. These actions are your way of saying, "I'm stepping into my divine destiny." Now, let's talk about what's next. God's trust in you isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new mission. You're not just a recipient of blessings, you're a carrier of His purpose. Every step you take now is a step toward changing lives, shifting atmospheres, building legacies. Think of Moses, who faced Pharaoh with nothing but a staff and God's promise. His test was years in the desert, leading a stubborn people, trusting God through every doubt. God trusted him with a nation because he proved faithful in the wilderness. You've done the same in your own desert. Your wilderness might have been financial struggle, broken relationships, or inner battles no one saw. But God saw. He saw every moment you chose to trust Him, to keep going, to hold on to faith. That's why He's entrusting you with more now, more responsibility, more impact, more blessings. This trust means you're a steward, not just a receiver. God's giving you resources, time, money, influence to multiply for His kingdom. You're not here to hoard, you're here to sow. Every act of kindness, every dollar given, every word of encouragement is a seed that will grow beyond your lifetime. Picture a tree, strong and tall, its roots deep, its branches wide. That's you now. Your roots are your faith, tested and proven. Your branches are the blessings God's pouring out, reaching others, providing shade, bearing fruit. This is the life of a chosen one trusted by God. Some of you are wondering, what do I do now? Start where you are. Trust God in the small things, your daily choices, your words, your actions. He trusted you in the test. Now he trusts you in the harvest. Every step forward is a step into his plan. Others might feel overwhelmed. This is too big for me. It's not. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. He's equipped you through every trial, every lesson, every victory. You're ready because he says you are. Lean on his strength, and you'll never falter. This moment is a divine exchange. You gave God your faith. He's giving you his trust. You gave him your obedience. He's giving you his favor. You gave him your heart. He's giving you his purpose. This exchange is the foundation of your new season. Look at Ruth, who trusted God through loss and uncertainty. She didn't know the harvest that awaited, but she kept walking in faith. God trusted her with a legacy that led to King David, to Jesus himself. Your faithfulness is planting seeds for a legacy you can't yet see. Your life is a canvas, and God's the artist. Every stroke of pain, every color of joy, every line of struggle was part of his masterpiece. Now he's revealing the full picture, a life of purpose, abundance, and impact. You've passed the test, and the world will see the result. Don't let this moment pass without claiming it. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm your place in this divine story. Hit that like button to seal your commitment. Subscribe to stand with other chosen ones as we walk this path together. This is your time, and God trusts you to shine. Now, let's talk about the weight of God's trust. It's not a burden, it's an honor. It's the Creator saying, I believe in you. It's Him handing you the tools to build, the seeds to plant, the light to shine. You're not just trusted, you're empowered. Your empowerment isn't about worldly power. It's not about control or fame. It's about carrying God's love into places that need it most. It's about speaking truth where lies have ruled. It's about bringing hope where despair has lingered. That's the mission of a chosen one. Think of Daniel, thrown into the lion's den, trusted by God to stand firm. His test wasn't just surviving the night, it was trusting God's protection when all seemed lost. God trusted him with a testimony that changed kings and nations. Your testimony is just as powerful. Your story is already inspiring others. The co-worker who sees your peace, the friend who notices your strength, the stranger who feels your kindness, they're seeing God's trust in you. Your life is a living sermon, preaching his faithfulness without saying a word. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel ready. That's okay. God's trust isn't based on your feelings, it's based on his knowledge of you. He knows your heart, your potential, your purpose. He's calling you to step up, not because you feel ready, but because you are ready. Others might wonder, what if I mess this up? You can't. God's trust comes with his guidance. He's not setting you up to fail. He's setting you up to soar. Every mistake is a lesson. Every stumble, a chance to grow. Trust his process as much as he trusts you. This is your moment to rise. The test is over, the training complete. God's trust is your wings, lifting you into a future where nothing is impossible. You're not just a chosen one, you're a trusted one, handpicked for greatness by the Creator himself. Picture a city on a hill, shining in the night. That's you. Your light, forged in the fire of trials, is now a beacon for the world. God trusts you to shine, not just for yourself, but for everyone who needs to see his love. This is your calling, and you're ready. Let's seal this truth again. Hit that like button to claim your divine empowerment. Drop 777 in the comments to declare your readiness. Subscribe to join the thousands of chosen ones stepping into their purpose. These actions are your way of saying, I'm all in, God. Now, let's talk about the legacy you're building. God's trust in you isn't just for today, it's for generations. Your faithfulness now is planting seeds that will grow long after you're gone. Your life is a foundation for a future you may never see, but God does. Think of Abraham, trusted by God to leave everything familiar for a promise he couldn't yet see. His test was obedience, and his reward was a legacy that shaped nations. You're building a legacy like that, one of faith, impact, and divine trust. Your legacy isn't just about what you achieve, it's about what you inspire. Every time you choose faith, you're showing others it's possible. Every time you overcome, you're proving God's promises are true. Your life is a story that will echo through time. Some of you are thinking, I'm not important enough for a legacy. You are. God doesn't choose lightly. He trusted you because your life matters, because your story will change lives, because your faith will move mountains. You're not small in His eyes, you're mighty. Others might say, I don't know how to start. You already have. Every test you passed was a step toward this legacy. Every prayer, every act of kindness, every moment of trust was a brick in the foundation. Keep building, and God will show you the way. This trust from God is your invitation to dream bigger, to pray bolder, to live louder. He's not just trusting you with blessings, He's trusting you with His vision for the world. You're a partner in His plan, a co-creator of miracles, a carrier of His glory. Picture a flame that never goes out, no matter the wind or rain. That's your spirit now. God's trust has ignited something in you that can't be extinguished. It's a fire of purpose, a light of hope, a warmth of love that will burn bright forever. Don't hold back. This is your time to step fully into who God created you to be. To walk with confidence, knowing the Creator trusts you. To live with boldness, knowing His hand is on you. To shine with radiance, knowing His light is in you. Let's claim this one last time. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm your divine legacy. Hit that like button to seal your commitment. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones building a future of faith. This is your moment, and God trusts you to make it count. Now, let's talk about the freedom that comes with God's trust. It's not just about what you'll do, it's about who you'll be. You're free from the chains of doubt, the weight of fear, the limits of the past. God's trust has set you free to become everything He designed. This freedom isn't reckless, it's purposeful. It's the freedom to love without fear, to give without worry, to dream without limits. It's the freedom of knowing God's got you, no matter what. You're not bound by the world's rules anymore, you're bound for glory. Think of Paul, trusted by God after a life of persecuting believers. His test was transformation, and God trusted him with a mission that changed the world. Your transformation, your mission, is just as powerful. God trusts you to carry His message, His love, His truth. Your freedom is a magnet. People will be drawn to your peace, your joy, your strength. They'll see a life unchained, a heart unburdened, a soul unstoppable, and they'll want to know the God who trusted you with such a life. Some of you are thinking, freedom feels scary. That's normal. Freedom means stepping into the unknown, trusting God's plan over your own. But you've already passed the test. You've already shown you can trust Him. Now, He's trusting you to live free. Others might say, what if I lose this freedom? You can't. God's trust is eternal. His freedom is unbreakable. The enemy might try to chain you again, but those chains are powerless against a soul trusted by God. You're free forever. This freedom is your birthright as a chosen one. It's the reward for passing the test, the gift of God's trust. It's the power to live boldly, love fiercely, shine brightly. You're not just free, you're a force, trusted by God to change the world. Picture a bird soaring above the storm, untouched by the chaos below. That's you now. God's trust has given you wings to rise above, to see the bigger picture, to fly toward your destiny. This is the freedom of a chosen one, and it's yours. Let's anchor this freedom in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living free in God's trust. These actions are your way of saying, I'm free and I'm ready. Now, let's talk about the vision God's trust unlocks. You're not just seeing with your eyes anymore, you're seeing with His. This vision lets you spot opportunities where others see obstacles, hope where others see despair, purpose where others see chaos. This vision is your guide. It's God showing you the path He's prepared, the doors He's opening, the lives He's calling you to touch. It's a vision of abundance, not just for you, but for everyone you influence. God trusts you to see what He sees. Think of Joseph, trusted by God through years of betrayal and imprisonment. His vision wasn't just about surviving, it was about saving nations. God trusted him with a dream that changed history. Your dreams, your vision, are just as powerful. Your vision will set you apart. People will wonder why you're so hopeful, so certain, so driven. They'll see you chasing a future they can't yet grasp. But you see it, because God trusts you with His perspective, His plan, His purpose. Some of you are thinking, I don't know what to do with this vision. Start small. Pray for clarity. Act on the nudges God gives you. Trust the vision He's planted, even if it's just a seed right now. He trusts you to nurture it into reality. Others might say, what if my vision fails? It won't. God's trust in you means He's already aligned your vision with His plan. Your job is to walk in it, step by step, trusting His guidance. You're not alone. He's with you every moment. This vision is your compass, your map, your North Star. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to see what I see, to build what I'm building, to love what I love. You're not just a dreamer anymore, you're a visionary, trusted by the Creator. Picture a sunrise breaking through the darkest night. That's your vision now. It's a new day, a new perspective, a new purpose. God's trust has given you eyes to see the world as He does, and the courage to make it reality. Let's claim this vision together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones seeing with God's eyes. This is your time to see, to act, to become. Now, let's talk about the strength God's trust ignites. This isn't human strength, it's divine. It's the kind of strength that lets you face giants, walk through fire, stand firm when the world shakes. God trusts you with this strength because you've proven you can carry it. This strength isn't loud or showy. It's quiet, steady, unshakable. It's the strength to forgive when it hurts, to love when it's hard, to keep going when you're tired. It's the strength of a chosen one, trusted by God to stand tall. Think of Job, who lost everything but held on to his faith. His test was unimaginable loss, yet God trusted him with a strength that endured. His story didn't end in ashes, it ended in restoration. Your story is headed for the same. Your strength will inspire others. They'll see you rise above challenges, stay calm in storms, love through pain. They'll wonder where it comes from, and you'll point them to God. Your strength is a testimony, a living proof of His trust in you. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel strong. That's okay. God's strength shines brightest in your weakness. He trusts you to lean on Him, to let His power flow through you. You're stronger than you know because He's in you. Others might say, what if my strength fails? It won't. God's trust comes with His power. The strength He's given you is rooted in His Spirit, not your flesh. You're not carrying this alone. He's carrying you. This strength is your shield, your sword, your anchor. It's God's gift to a chosen one He trusts. It's the power to overcome, to rebuild, to shine. You're not just strong, you're unstoppable, backed by the Creator's trust. Picture a mountain standing firm through centuries of storms. That's your strength now. God's trust has made you immovable, unshakable, eternal. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, with a strength that changes everything. Let's seal this strength in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing strong in God's trust. This is your moment to rise, to shine, to conquer. Now, let's talk about the peace God's trust brings. This isn't just calm, it's a divine stillness, a certainty that no storm can shake. It's the peace of knowing God trusts you, that He's guiding you, that your future is secure in His hands. This peace is your anchor. When the world screams chaos, you'll stand steady. When others panic, you'll stay calm. When life feels uncertain, you'll rest in the certainty of God's trust. This is the peace of a chosen one, proven and trusted. Think of Jesus, sleeping in the boat during the storm. His disciples were terrified, but He was at peace. Why? Because He trusted the Father, and the Father trusted Him. You have that same peace now, because God trusts you. Your peace will draw others. They'll see your calm in the chaos, your trust in the trials, your joy in the pain. They'll want what you have, and you'll show them it's not you, it's God. Your peace is a testimony, a light in the darkness. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel peaceful. That's okay. Peace isn't a feeling, it's a gift. God trusts you to receive it, to let it settle in your soul. Take a deep breath and let His peace wash over you. It's yours. Others might say, what if I lose this peace? You can't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is His peace. The world might try to steal it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your circumstances. You're at peace because He trusts you. This peace is your strength, your joy, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to rest in me. It's the calm that lets you face any storm, knowing you're not alone. You're a chosen one, trusted with divine peace. Picture a lake, still and clear, reflecting the sky above. That's your heart now. God's trust has made it a mirror of His peace, a place where others see His reflection. This is the life of a chosen one, trusted to shine. Let's claim this peace together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones resting in God's trust. This is your time to be still, to be strong, to be at peace. Now, let's talk about the purpose God's trust unlocks. You're not just trusted to receive, you're trusted to act. God's given you a mission, a calling, a reason to rise each day. This purpose isn't small, it's world-changing, because He trusts you to carry it. This purpose isn't about fame or wealth, it's about impact. It's about touching lives, shifting destinies, building His kingdom. God trusts you to take His love to the broken, His truth to the lost, His light to the dark. Think of Mary. trusted by God to carry the Savior. Her test was faith in the impossible, and God trusted her with a purpose that changed eternity. Your purpose is just as vital, just as divine, just as trusted. Your purpose will unfold step by step. You don't need the whole map, just the next step. God trusts you to follow His lead, to act when He calls, to trust when He guides. Your purpose is alive, growing, and unstoppable. Some of you are thinking, I don't know my purpose. That's okay. God trusts you to seek it, to pray for it, to walk toward it. He's revealing it moment by moment, and you're ready because He says you are. Others might say, what if I fail my purpose? You can't. God's trust in you means He's already planned your success. Your job is to show up, to trust Him, to keep moving. He's got the rest covered. This purpose is your fire, your drive, your reason to be. It's God's trust in you, made visible. It's the call to rise, to serve, to shine. You're not just a chosen one, you're a trusted one, called to change the world. Picture a river carving a canyon, steady and relentless. That's your purpose now. God's trust has set it in motion, and nothing can stop it. You're not just living, you're shaping eternity, trusted by the Creator. Let's seal this purpose in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living their divine purpose. This is your moment to act, to rise, to become. Now, let's talk about the joy God's trust ignites. This isn't just happiness, it's a deep, unshakable joy that flows from knowing God trusts you. It's the joy of being chosen, proven, and empowered by the Creator Himself. This joy is your strength. It's what carries you through hard days, what lights up your face in the dark, what keeps you going when others would stop. God trusts you with this joy because you've proven you can carry it. Think of Nehemiah rebuilding Jerusalem's walls despite opposition. His test was perseverance, and God trusted him with a joy that sustained him. Your joy is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your joy will overflow. It'll spill into your words, your actions, your life. People will see it and wonder, how can they be so joyful? And you'll point them to God, because this joy isn't yours, it's His, trusted to you. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel joyful. That's okay. Joy isn't a feeling, it's a gift. God trusts you to receive it, to let it grow in your heart. Open yourself to it, and watch it transform you. Others might say, what if my joy fades? It won't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is His joy. The world might try to dim it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your circumstances. You're joyful because He trusts you. This joy is your light, your power, your testimony. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to shine for me. It's the spark that draws others to you, the fire that warms the cold, the gift that changes lives. Picture a star burning bright in the night sky. That's your joy now. God's trust has lit it, and it will never go out. You're not just joyful, you're radiant, trusted by the Creator to shine His light. Let's claim this joy together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones shining with God's joy. This is your time to laugh, to love, to live. Now, let's talk about the abundance God's trust unlocks. This isn't just wealth, it's overflow in every area of your life. Finances, relationships, health, purpose. God trusts you with a life that's full, rich, and overflowing. This abundance isn't about excess. It's about enough. enough to meet your needs, enough to bless others, enough to fulfill your purpose. God trusts you to steward this abundance, to use it for His glory, to multiply it for His kingdom. Think of Solomon, trusted by God with wisdom and wealth. His test was seeking God's heart first, and God trusted him with abundance that blessed nations. Your abundance is just as purposeful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your abundance will change lives. The resources God places in your hands, money, time, love, will flow through you to others. You're not just blessed, you're a blessing, trusted by God to share His goodness. Some of you are thinking, I don't see abundance yet. That's okay. God trusts you to wait, to believe, to expect. The abundance is already yours, growing beneath the surface, ready to burst forth in His perfect time. Others might say, what if I misuse this abundance? You won't. God's trust in you comes with His wisdom. He's guiding you to steward it well, to use it for good, to make it eternal. Trust His guidance as He trusts you. This abundance is your inheritance, your reward, your calling. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to carry my blessings. It's the overflow of a life trusted by the Creator, a life that changes everything. Picture an ocean, vast and endless, carrying treasures to the shore. That's your abundance now. God's trust has opened the floodgates, and the waves are bringing everything you need. You're not just blessed, you're overflowing, trusted by God. Let's seal this abundance in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living in God's overflow. This is your moment to receive, to share, to shine. Now, let's talk about the authority God's trust gives you. This isn't worldly power, it's divine authority. The right to speak, act, and move in God's name. He trusts you to carry His voice, His will, His power into the world. This authority is your mantle. It's the confidence to pray boldly, to speak truth, to stand against darkness. God trusts you with this authority because you've proven you can wield it with faith, love, and humility. Think of Elijah, trusted by God to call down fire from heaven. His test was standing alone against a nation's idolatry, and God trusted him with authority that changed history. Your authority is just as real, just as powerful, just as trusted. Your authority will shift atmospheres. When you speak, things happen. When you pray, mountains move. When you stand, darkness flees. God trusts you with this power because you've shown you can use it for His glory. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel authoritative. That's okay. Authority isn't a feeling, it's a gift. God trusts you to step into it, to speak with His backing, to act with His strength. You're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if I misuse this authority? You won't. God's trust comes with His Spirit, guiding your words, your actions, your heart. He's trusted you because He knows you'll honor Him. Trust His choice in you. This authority is your crown, your calling, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to represent me. It's the ability to change lives, to heal hearts, to bring light. You're not just trusted, you're authorized by the Creator. Picture a king, standing tall, His word law. That's you now. God's trust has given you authority to rule in His name, to speak His truth, to live His purpose. You're not just a chosen one, you're a trusted ambassador of His kingdom. Let's claim this authority together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones wielding God's authority. This is your time to speak, to act, to reign. Now, let's talk about the love God's trust ignites. This isn't just affection, it's a divine love, a force that transforms, heals, and restores. God trusts you with this love because you've shown you can carry it, even through pain. This love is your weapon. It's what breaks chains, mends hearts, builds bridges. It's the love that forgives the unforgivable, reaches the unreachable, heals the broken. God trusts you to carry this love because you've proven it in your tests. Think of Hosea, trusted by God to love a wayward wife, reflecting God's love for his people. His test was loving through rejection, and God trusted him with a love that changed lives. Your love is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your love will change the world. It'll touch the hurting, inspire the hopeless, unite the divided. People will feel God's presence through your love, see his heart in your actions. You're trusted to be his love in human form. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel loving. That's okay. Love isn't a feeling, it's a choice. God trusts you to choose love, to act in love, to live in love. He's given you his Spirit to make it possible. Others might say, what if my love isn't enough? It is. God's trust in you means his love flows through you. You're not loving in your own strength, you're loving with his. Trust his love in you as he trusts you. This love is your power, your purpose, your legacy. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to love like I do. It's the force that changes everything, the gift that never fails, the light that never fades. Picture a flame, warming all who come near. That's your love now. God's trust has ignited it, and it will never go out. You're not just loving, you're transforming, trusted by God to carry his heart. Let's seal this love in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones loving with God's heart. This is your moment to love, to heal, to shine. Now, let's talk about the faith God's trust strengthens. This isn't just belief, it's a rock-solid faith, a certainty that God is who he says he is and will do what he says he'll do. He trusts you with this faith because you've proven it in the fire. This faith is your foundation. It's what keeps you steady when the world shakes, hopeful when all seems lost, bold when fear creeps in. God trusts you with this faith because you've shown you can hold on to it no matter what. Think of Abraham, trusted by God to leave his home for a promise. His test was trusting God's word over his reality, and God trusted him with a faith that birthed nations. Your faith is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your faith will move mountains. It'll open doors, break barriers, change lives. People will see your trust in God and find their own. Your faith is a testimony, a light that shows the world God is real. Some of you are thinking, my faith feels weak. That's okay. Faith isn't about feeling strong. It's about trusting anyway. God trusts you to keep believing, to keep praying, to keep walking. He's strengthening your faith every day. Others might say, what if my faith fails? It won't. God's trust in you comes with his Spirit, bolstering your faith when it wavers. He's trusted you because he knows you'll hold on. Trust his faith in you. This faith is your anchor, your compass, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to believe in me. It's the certainty that carries you through, the belief that changes everything, the trust that never breaks. Picture a tree, rooted deep, standing tall through every storm. That's your faith now. God's trust has made it unbreakable, unshakable, eternal. You're not just believing, you're trusting, trusted by God to carry His promises. Let's claim this faith together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. This is your moment to believe, to trust, to shine. Now, let's talk about the courage God's trust ignites. This isn't just bravery, it's divine courage. The boldness to face any challenge, speak any truth, walk any path. God trusts you with this courage because you've shown it in every test. This courage is your fire. It's what pushes you to act when others hesitate, to speak when others stay silent, to stand when others fall. God trusts you with this courage because you've proven you can wield it for His glory. Think of Deborah, trusted by God to lead a nation into battle. Her test was courage in the face of overwhelming odds, and God trusted her with a victory that changed history. Your courage is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your courage will inspire others. They'll see you face fears, chase dreams, stand firm, and they'll find their own courage. Your boldness is a spark, igniting faith in those who watch you. You're trusted to lead by example. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel courageous. That's okay. Courage isn't a feeling, it's a choice. God trusts you to choose boldness, to act despite fear, to trust His strength. You're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if my courage fails? It won't. God's trust in you comes with His power, fueling your courage when it wanes. He's trusted you because He knows you'll stand. Trust His courage in you. This courage is your sword, your shield, your strength. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to fight for me. It's the boldness that changes lives, the bravery that shifts destinies, the fire that never dies. Picture a lion, fearless and strong, roaring with authority. That's your courage now. God's trust has unleashed it, and it will never be tamed. You're not just brave, you're unstoppable, trusted by God to conquer. Let's seal this courage in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in boldness. This is your moment to roar, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the wisdom God's trust unlocks. This isn't just knowledge, it's divine wisdom, the ability to see clearly, act rightly, and live purposefully. God trusts you with this wisdom because you've shown you can steward it well. This wisdom is your guide. It's what helps you navigate challenges, make decisions, discern truth. God trusts you with this wisdom because you've proven you can seek His will over your own, even in the hardest moments. Think of Solomon, trusted by God with wisdom that astonished kings. His test was choosing God's heart over worldly gain, and God trusted him with insight that shaped nations. Your wisdom is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your wisdom will change lives. It'll guide others through confusion, bring clarity to chaos, offer solutions where none seem possible. People will seek your counsel, trust your insight, and see God's hand in your words. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel wise. That's okay. Wisdom isn't about feeling smart. It's about trusting God's guidance. He trusts you to seek His wisdom, to listen to His voice, to act on His truth. You're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if my wisdom fails? It won't. God's trust in you comes with His Spirit, filling you with wisdom when you need it most. He's trusted you because He knows you'll lean on Him, Trust his wisdom in you. This wisdom is your light, your compass, your strength. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to see with my eyes. It's the clarity that changes everything, the insight that builds futures, the truth that never fails. Picture a star, guiding ships through the night. That's your wisdom now. God's trust has lit it, and it will never dim. You're not just wise, you're a beacon, trusted by God to lead others home. Let's claim this wisdom together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in God's wisdom. This is your moment to see, to know, to shine. Now, let's talk about the hope God's trust ignites. This isn't just optimism, it's divine hope, a certainty that God's promises are true, that his plan is good, that your future is bright. He trusts you with this hope because you've held on to it through the darkest nights. This hope is your anchor. It's what keeps you steady when life shakes, joyful when sorrow strikes, expectant when all seems lost. God trusts you with this hope because you've proven you can carry it, even when the world says give up. Think of Hannah, trusted by God to pray through barrenness. Her test was hoping against hope, and God trusted her with a son who changed a nation. Your hope is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your hope will inspire others. They'll see your trust in God's promises, your joy in the waiting, your strength in the unknown. Your hope is a light, showing others that God is faithful, that his plans never fail. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel hopeful. That's okay. Hope isn't a feeling, it's a choice. God trusts you to choose hope, to trust his promises, to look for his light. He's given you his spirit to make it possible. Others might say, what if my hope fades? It won't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is his hope. The world might try to dim it, but it's rooted in his spirit, not your circumstances. You're hopeful because he trusts you. This hope is your strength, your joy, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to believe in my future. It's the certainty that carries you forward, the light that never fades, the promise that never breaks. Picture a sunrise breaking through the darkest night. That's your hope now. God's trust has ignited it, and it will never go out. You're not just hopeful, you're radiant, trusted by God to carry his promise. Let's seal this hope in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living in hope. This is your moment to expect, to trust, to shine. Now, let's talk about the healing God's trust brings. This isn't just physical, it's a divine healing, restoring your heart, your mind, your spirit. God trusts you with this healing because you've shown you can carry it, even through pain. This healing is your gift. It's what mends your wounds, restores your peace, renews your strength. God trusts you with this healing because you've proven you can receive it, share it, and live it. Think of the woman with the issue of blood, trusted by God to reach for healing. Her test was faith in the face of despair, and God trusted her with a miracle that changed her life. Your healing is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your healing will touch others. They'll see your restoration, your peace, your strength, and they'll seek the God who healed you. Your healing is a testimony, a light that shows his power to make all things new. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel healed. That's okay. Healing isn't always instant. It's a process. God trusts you to walk through it, to trust his touch, to believe in his restoration. You're ready because he says so. Others might say, what if my healing stops? It won't. God's trust in you comes with His Spirit, guiding you through every step of restoration. He's trusted you because He knows you'll hold on. Trust His healing in you. This healing is your strength, your peace, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to be whole. It's the restoration that changes everything, the touch that renews, the gift that never fades. Picture a river washing away every wound. That's your healing now. God's trust has opened its flow, and it will never stop. You're not just healed, you're whole, trusted by God to carry His restoration. Let's claim this healing together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in wholeness. This is your moment to heal, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the victory God's trust secures. This isn't just winning, it's divine victory, a triumph over every enemy, every obstacle, every doubt. God trusts you with this victory because you've proven you can claim it. This victory is your crown. It's what declares your triumph, silences your critics, proves your faith. God trusts you with this victory because you've shown you can fight His battles, trust His plan, stand in His strength. Think of David, trusted by God to defeat Goliath. His test was facing a giant with nothing but faith, and God trusted him with a victory that inspired a nation. Your victory is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your victory will change the world. It'll show others that God's promises are true, that His power is real, that His trust is unbreakable. Your triumph is a testimony, a light that draws others to Him. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel victorious. That's okay. Victory isn't a feeling, it's a fact. God trusts you to claim it, to walk in it, to live it. He's given you His Spirit to make it real. Others might say, what if my victory fades? It won't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is His victory. The enemy might try to steal it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your circumstances. You're victorious because He trusts you. This victory is your power, your joy, your legacy. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to win in my name. It's the triumph that changes everything, the crown that never falls, the glory that never fades. Picture a warrior standing tall, banner raised in triumph. That's you now. God's trust has secured your victory, and it will never be undone. You're not just winning, you're reigning, trusted by God to conquer. Let's seal this victory in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in triumph. This is your moment to win, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the transformation God's trust ignites. This isn't just change, it's a divine transformation, a shift from who you were to who God created you to be. He trusts you with this transformation because you've proven you can embrace it. This transformation is your rebirth. It's what makes you new, whole, radiant. God trusts you with this transformation because you've shown you can let go of the old, embrace the new, and live for His glory. Think of Saul, transformed into Paul by God's trust. His test was surrendering his old life, and God trusted him with a transformation that changed the world. Your transformation is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your transformation will inspire others. They'll see your new heart, your new strength, your new purpose, and they'll seek the God who changed you. Your transformation is a testimony, a light that shows His power to renew. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel transformed. That's okay. Transformation isn't always visible at first. It's a process. God trusts you to walk through it, to trust His work, to believe in His plan. You're ready because He says so. Others might say, "What if my transformation stalls?" It won't. God's trust in you comes with His Spirit, guiding you through every step of renewal. He's trusted you because He knows you'll keep going. Trust His work in you. This transformation is your power, your purpose, your glory. It's God's way of saying, "I trust you to become my masterpiece." It's the renewal that changes everything, the shift that makes all things new, the gift that never stops. Picture a caterpillar emerging as a butterfly, wings spread in glory. That's your transformation now. God's trust has set it in motion, and it will never stop. You're not just changing, you're soaring, trusted by God to shine. Let's claim this transformation together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones becoming new in God's trust. This is your moment to change, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the destiny God's trust unlocks. This isn't just a future, it's a divine destiny, a path designed by God, filled with purpose, impact, and glory. He trusts you with this destiny because you've proven you can walk it. This destiny is your calling. It's what pulls you forward, gives you purpose, sets your heart on fire. God trusts you with this destiny because you've shown you can follow His lead, trust His plan, live for His glory. Think of Jeremiah, trusted by God to speak to a nation. His test was proclaiming truth in a rebellious world, and God trusted him with a destiny that shaped history. Your destiny is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your destiny will change the world. It'll touch lives, shift futures, build legacies. People will see your path and find their own. Your destiny is a testimony, a light that shows God's plan is perfect. Some of you are thinking, "I don't know my destiny." That's okay. God trusts you to seek it, to pray for it, to walk toward it. He's revealing it step by step, and you're ready because He says so. Others might say, "What if I miss my destiny?" You can't. God's trust in you means He's guiding your steps. Your job is to keep walking, keep trusting, keep following. He's got your destiny covered. This destiny is your purpose, your passion, your power. It's God's way of saying, "I trust you to live my plan." It's the path that changes everything, the calling that never fades, the future that never fails. Picture a river flowing toward the sea, unstoppable and sure. That's your destiny now. God's trust has set it in motion, and it will never stop. You're not just living, you're fulfilling, trusted by God to shine. Let's seal this destiny in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking their divine path. This is your moment to live, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the glory God's trust reveals. This isn't just honor, it's divine glory, the radiance of God's presence shining through you. He trusts you with this glory because you've proven you can reflect it. This glory is your light. It's what makes you shine, draws others to you, reveals God's power. God trusts you with this glory because you've shown you can carry it with humility, faith, and love. Think of Moses, whose face glowed after meeting God. His test was leading a people through the wilderness, and God trusted him with a glory that stunned a nation. Your glory is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your glory will change lives. It'll inspire awe, spark faith, show God's reality. People will see your light and seek its source. Your glory is a testimony, a beacon that points to the Creator. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel glorious. That's okay. Glory isn't a feeling, it's a gift. God trusts you to shine, to reflect His light, to live His truth. He's given you His Spirit to make it possible. Others might say, what if my glory fades? It won't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is His glory. The world might try to dim it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your circumstances. You're glorious because He trusts you. This glory is your power, your beauty, your purpose. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to shine for me. It's the light that changes everything, the radiance that never fades, the gift that never stops. Picture a sunrise, painting the sky with color. That's your glory now. God's trust has unleashed it, and it will never dim. You're not just shining, you're radiant, trusted by God to reflect His beauty. Let's claim this glory together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones shining with God's glory. This is your moment to glow, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the promise God's trust fulfills. This isn't just a hope, it's a divine promise, a guarantee that God's word over your life will come to pass. He trusts you with this promise because you've proven you can believe it. This promise is your anchor. It's what keeps you steady, hopeful, certain. God trusts you with this promise because you've shown you can hold on to His word, even when the world says it's impossible. Think of Sarah, trusted by God with a child in her old age. Her test was believing against all odds, and God trusted her with a promise that birthed a nation. Your promise is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your promise will inspire others. They'll see your faith, your trust, your victory, and they'll believe in God's promises for themselves. Your promise is a testimony, a light that shows His word never fails. Some of you are thinking, I don't see the promise yet. That's okay. God trusts you to wait, to believe, to expect. The promise is already yours, unfolding in His perfect time, rooted in His perfect plan. Others might say, what if the promise fails? It can't. God's trust in you means His promise is sure. The world might try to shake it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your circumstances. You're promised because He trusts you. This promise is your hope, your strength, your future. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to believe my word. It's the certainty that changes everything, the guarantee that never breaks, the future that never fails. Picture a seed, planted deep, ready to bloom. That's your promise now. God's trust has set it in motion, and it will never fail. You're not just hoping, you're expecting, trusted by God to receive His word. Let's seal this promise in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing on God's promises. This is your moment to believe, to receive, to shine. Now, let's talk about the grace God's trust extends. This isn't just forgiveness, it's divine grace, the unearned favor that lifts you, sustains you, empowers you. God trusts you with this grace because you've shown you can receive it. This grace is your strength. It's what carries you when you're weak, lifts you when you fall, empowers you when you doubt. God trusts you with this grace because you've proven you can lean on Him, even in your lowest moments. Think of Peter, trusted by God despite denying Him. His test was returning to faith after failure, and God trusted him with grace that built the church. Your grace is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your grace will change lives. It'll show others that God's love is unconditional, His mercy unending, His favor unstoppable. Your grace is a testimony, a light that draws others to His heart. Some of you are thinking, I don't deserve this grace. That's the point. God trusts you with His grace because it's not about deserving, it's about receiving. He's given you His Spirit to make it yours. Others might say, what if I lose this grace? You can't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is His grace. The world might try to steal it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your worthiness. You're graced because He trusts you. This grace is your power, your peace, your purpose. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to carry my love. It's the favor that changes everything, the mercy that never fails, the gift that never ends. Picture a river flowing with endless grace. That's your life now. God's trust has opened its floodgates, and it will never stop. You're not just graced, you're overflowing, trusted by God to carry His love. Let's claim this grace together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living in God's grace. This is your moment to receive, to love, to shine. Now, let's talk about the mission God's trust assigns. This isn't just a task, it's a divine mission, a calling to carry His light, His love, His truth into the world. God trusts you with this mission because you've proven you can fulfill it. This mission is your purpose. It's what drives you, defines you, sets your soul on fire. God trusts you with this mission because you've shown you can follow His call, trust His plan, live for His glory. Think of Jonah, trusted by God to warn a city. His test was obedience through reluctance, and God trusted him with a mission that saved lives. Your mission is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your mission will change the world. It'll touch hearts, shift destinies, build God's kingdom. People will see your purpose and find their own. Your mission is a testimony, a light that shows His power at work. Some of you are thinking, I don't know my mission. That's okay. God trusts you to seek it, to pray for it, to walk toward it. He's revealing it step by step, and you're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if I fail my mission? You can't. God's trust in you means He's guiding your steps. Your job is to keep moving, keep trusting, keep following. He's got your mission covered. This mission is your calling, your passion, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to carry my heart. It's the purpose that changes everything, the calling that never fades, the mission that never fails. Picture a flame lighting the path ahead. That's your mission now. God's trust has ignited it, and it will never go out. You're not just living, you're fulfilling, trusted by God to carry His purpose. Let's seal this mission in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living their divine mission. This is your moment to act, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the rest God's trust offers. This isn't just rest, it's divine rest, a peace that restores your soul, renews your strength, prepares you for what's next. God trusts you with this rest because you've proven you can receive it. This rest is your refuge. It's what calms your heart, steadies your mind, strengthens your spirit. God trusts you with this rest because you've shown you can trust Him, even in the busiest storms. Think of Jesus, resting in the boat during the storm. His test was trusting God's peace, and God trusted him with a rest that sustained him. Your rest is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your rest will inspire others. They'll see your calm, your peace, your strength, and they'll seek the God who gives it. Your rest is a testimony, a light that shows his peace is real. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel rested. That's okay. Rest isn't a feeling, it's a gift. God trusts you to receive it, to lean into it, to let it renew you. He's given you his Spirit to make it possible. Others might say, what if my rest fades? It won't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is his rest. The world might try to disrupt it, but it's rooted in his Spirit, not your circumstances. You're at rest because he trusts you. This rest is your strength, your peace, your power. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to be still in me. It's the calm that carries you through, the peace that never fails, the gift that never ends. Picture a meadow, quiet and serene, bathed in sunlight. That's your rest now. God's trust has opened it to you, and it will never close. You're not just resting, you're renewed, trusted by God to carry his peace. Let's claim this rest together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones resting in God's trust. This is your moment to be still, to renew, to shine. Now, let's talk about the power God's trust unleashes. This isn't just strength, it's divine power. The ability to move mountains, change lives, shape destinies. God trusts you with this power because you've proven you can wield it. This power is your gift. It's what enables you to act boldly, love fiercely, live purposefully. God trusts you with this power because you've shown you can use it for his glory, not your own. Think of Samson, trusted by God with supernatural strength. His test was using it for God's purpose, and God trusted him with power that defeated enemies. Your power is just as real, just as divine, just as trusted. Your power will change the world. It'll break chains, heal hearts, shift futures. People will see your strength and know it's from God. Your power is a testimony, a light that shows his might. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel powerful. That's okay. Power isn't a feeling, it's a gift. God trusts you to use it, to lean on his strength, to act in his name. You're ready because he says so. Others might say, what if my power fails? It won't. God's trust in you comes with his Spirit, fueling your power when you need it. He's trusted you because he knows you'll rely on him. Trust his power in you. This power is your strength, your purpose, your glory. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to move in my name. It's the force that changes everything, the might that never fades, the gift that never stops. Picture a storm, harnessed and directed by God's hand. That's your power now. God's trust has unleashed it, and it will never be contained. You're not just powerful, you're unstoppable, trusted by God to change the world. Let's seal this power in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones wielding God's power. This is your moment to act, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the favor God's trust brings. This isn't just luck, it's divine favor, the unearned blessing that opens doors, shifts circumstances, changes lives. God trusts you with this favor because you've proven you can carry it. This favor is your shield. It's what protects you, promotes you, positions you, God trusts you with this favor because you've shown you can walk in His grace, trust His plan, live for His glory. Think of Esther, trusted by God with favor that saved a nation. Her test was stepping into danger with faith, and God trusted her with favor that changed history. Your favor is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your favor will draw others. They'll see doors open for you, opportunities find you, blessings follow you. They'll know it's not by chance, it's God's favor, trusted to you because you're His chosen one. Some of you are thinking, I don't see favor yet. That's okay. God trusts you to wait, to believe, to expect. His favor is already at work, aligning circumstances, preparing breakthroughs. You're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if my favor fades? It won't. God's trust in you is eternal, and so is His favor. The world might try to block it, but it's rooted in His Spirit, not your circumstances. You're favored because He trusts you. This favor is your power, your protection, your purpose. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to walk in my blessing. It's the grace that changes everything, the favor that never fails, the gift that never stops. Picture a wind carrying you forward, lifting you higher. That's your favor now. God's trust has set it in motion, and it will never cease. You're not just blessed, you're favored, trusted by God to shine His light. Let's claim this favor together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in God's favor. This is your moment to rise, to shine, to thrive. Now, let's talk about the legacy God's trust builds. This isn't just a life, it's a divine legacy, a story that will echo through generations, inspire nations, glorify God. He trusts you with this legacy because you've proven you can build it. This legacy is your gift. It's what you leave behind, what others remember, what God multiplies. God trusts you with this legacy because you've shown you can live for His glory, not your own. Think of Abraham, trusted by God with a legacy that birthed nations. His test was faith in the impossible, and God trusted him with a story that changed history. Your legacy is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your legacy will inspire others. It'll show them that faith works, that God's promises are true, that His trust is real. Your life is a testament, a light that points generations to Him. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel like I'm building a legacy. That's okay. God trusts you to start where you are, to plant seeds, to trust His growth. He's shaping your legacy, step by step. Others might say, what if my legacy fails? It can't. God's trust in you means He's guiding your story. Your job is to keep living, keep trusting, keep building. He's got your legacy covered. This legacy is your purpose, your power, your glory. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to leave my mark. It's the story that changes everything, the impact that never fades, the gift that never stops. Picture a tree, its roots deep, its branches wide, its fruit eternal. That's your legacy now. God's trust has planted it, and it will never stop growing. You're not just living, you're building, trusted by God to shape eternity. Let's seal this legacy in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones building God's legacy. This is your moment to build, to rise, to shine. Now, let's talk about the eternity God's trust secures. This isn't just a moment, it's a divine eternity, a life that transcends time, impacts forever, glorifies God always. He trusts you with this eternity because you've proven you can live for it. This eternity is your home. It's what anchors you, inspires you, gives you purpose. God trusts you with this eternity because you've shown you can seek His kingdom, trust His plan, live for His glory. Think of John, trusted by God to write Revelation. His test was faith through exile, and God trusted him with a vision of eternity that inspires billions. Your eternity is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your eternity will change lives. It'll show others that God's promises are forever, that His trust is eternal, that His love never ends. Your life is a testimony, a light that points to His kingdom. Some of you are thinking, I don't understand eternity. That's okay. God trusts you to seek it, to pray for it, to live for it. He's revealing it moment by moment, and you're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if I miss eternity? You can't. God's trust in you means He's guiding you home. Your job is to keep walking, keep trusting, keep following. He's got your eternity covered. This eternity is your hope, your strength, your purpose. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to live for my kingdom. It's the promise that changes everything, the future that never fades, the gift that never ends. Picture a sky, endless and bright, filled with stars. That's your eternity now. God's trust has opened it to you, and it will never close. You're not just living, you're eternal, trusted by God to shine forever. Let's claim this eternity together. Drop 777 in the comments to affirm it. Hit that like button to seal it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones living for eternity. This is your moment to rise, to shine, to live forever. Now, let's talk about the transformation God's trust completes. This isn't just change, it's a divine completion, the finishing of the work He began in you. God trusts you with this completion because you've proven you can become His masterpiece. This completion is your glory. It's what makes you whole, radiant, fulfilled. God trusts you with this completion because you've shown you can surrender to His plan, trust His process, live for His purpose. Think of Jesus, trusted by God to complete the work of salvation. His test was obedience unto death, and God trusted Him with a completion that saved the world. Your completion is just as powerful, just as divine, just as trusted. Your completion will inspire others. They'll see your wholeness, your radiance, your purpose, and they'll seek the God who finished you. Your completion is a testimony, a light that shows His work is perfect. Some of you are thinking, I don't feel complete. That's okay. Completion isn't a feeling, it's a process. God trusts you to walk through it, to trust His hand, to believe in His plan. You're ready because He says so. Others might say, what if my completion stalls? It won't. God's trust in you comes with His Spirit, guiding you to the finish line. He's trusted you because He knows you'll get there. Trust His work in you. This completion is your power, your beauty, your purpose. It's God's way of saying, I trust you to be my masterpiece. It's the work that changes everything, the finish that never fades, the gift that never stops. Picture a painting, every stroke perfect, every color vibrant. That's your life now. God's trust has completed it, and it will never fade. You're not just finished, you're radiant, trusted by God to shine His glory. Let's seal this completion in your spirit. Hit that like button to claim it. Drop 777 in the comments to declare it. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones becoming God's masterpiece. This is your moment to shine, to rise, to be complete. Now, let's talk about the trust God's trust builds in you. This isn't just faith, it's a divine trust, a certainty that God is faithful, that His promises are true, that His plan is perfect. He trusts you with this trust because you've proven you can hold it.